Her name was Emily Carter, a woman whose life had always been closely tied to animals. She was born and raised in Oregon, USA, where forests, wildlife, and open land surrounded her childhood. From a very young age, Emily felt a deep connection to living creatures. While other children dreamed of city life, she imagined herself protecting animals in the wild. After completing her university education in wildlife biology, Emily achieved a goal she had worked toward for years. She was offered a position at the Oregon Wildlife Conservation Center, where she cared for a wide variety of animals. Some injured, some endangered, and some rescued from illegal trade. The work was demanding, but Emily loved every moment of it. Over time, she gained hands-on experience and learned how animals behave under stress, fear, and pain. 2 years passed quickly, and although she had grown professionally, Emily felt something was missing. She wanted to experience wildlife in its natural habitat, not behind enclosures or fences. That desire eventually pushed her to make a life-changing decision. She resigned from her job and accepted an opportunity to work in Africa, joining the Masai Mara Wildlife Reserve in Kenya. Emily believed Africa would allow her to truly dedicate herself to protecting animals where they belonged, in the wild. Her first weeks at the reserve were far from easy. The African climate was harsh and unpredictable. Days were unbearably hot, while nights dropped to freezing temperatures. The terrain was rough, and long patrol hours tested her physical limits. Yet, despite the challenges, Emily never complained. She carried herself with quiet determination and a constant smile. Her responsibilities included daily patrols, monitoring animal movements, recording data, and preventing poaching activities. Emily's friendly and open nature helped her bond quickly with local rangers. They respected her courage, especially because she never backed away from difficult assignments. Whenever she had spare time, Emily explored the reserve on foot or by ATV, observing elephants, giraffes, lions, rhinos, and countless other species. She carefully documented their behavior in a worn notebook she carried everywhere. Her experience from the conservation center back in the US proved invaluable in handling unpredictable situations. Months passed, and Africa slowly began to feel like home. Emily became confident navigating the vast grasslands and rough trails. Normally, she patrolled with at least one partner for safety reasons. But one morning, something unexpected happened. Both of her assigned teammates fell sick, unable to join the patrol. Canceling the mission was not an option. The area had recently shown signs of suspicious activity. After a brief discussion with headquarters, Emily volunteered to go alone. She prepared carefully, packing extra water, food supplies, communication equipment, and protective gear. The sun rose high in the sky as she started her journey, its heat pressing down on the endless Savannah. Emily believed the patrol would be routine. Her ATV moved slowly through tall grass and narrow paths, dust drifting behind her. Along the way, she noted fresh animal tracks and scanned the horizon for predators. Everything seemed normal, until she noticed something unusual. Parked near a dense group of bushes was a truck that didn't belong there. Her heart skipped a beat. The vehicle looked new and had no visible license plate. Instinct immediately told her something was wrong. Emily slowed down, stopped her ATV, and used her binoculars to observe from a distance. After a moment's hesitation, she decided to approach cautiously. She raised her hand, signaling the driver to stop. The truck continued moving slowly at first, but eventually came to a halt just a short distance away. Emily stepped forward and calmly asked to inspect the vehicle. 2 men sat inside, silent and expressionless. Without speaking, they opened the back of the truck. What Emily saw next made her blood run cold. A rhino, tightly bound with chains, lay helpless inside. There was no doubt these were poachers. Emily immediately turned to reach for her weapon, but before she could react, the men jumped out and overpowered her. They forced her to remain silent and dragged her toward a large tree nearby. Using thick rope, they tied her hands securely behind her back. Emily shouted that they would be caught and punished by law, but her words were ignored. The men jumped back into the truck and drove away, disappearing into the distance. Left alone beneath the scorching sun, Emily struggled desperately against the rope. The bindings cut into her skin, leaving painful marks. Her throat burned with thirst, and her strength slowly faded as hours passed. The intense heat drained her energy, and her vision began to blur. Emily slipped in and out of consciousness, barely aware of her surroundings. Then a sound reached her ears. A deep growl. It was close. Emily forced her eyes open and froze. A group of lionesses was approaching. Fear surged through her body as the lions circled her, their golden eyes fixed on her. She tried to remain still, her heart pounding so loudly she thought it might give her away. Suddenly, the lionesses stepped aside. A massive male lion emerged. The lion approached slowly, studying Emily carefully. Instead of attacking, it lowered its head and began clawing at the rope around her wrists. Terrified yet confused, Emily noticed something familiar: a large scar across the lion's neck. Then she remembered. 1 year earlier, she had helped rescue a badly injured lion after it had been attacked by hyenas. She had stayed by its side for months, assisting veterinarians until it fully recovered. This was that lion. The male lion continued pulling and biting at the rope until it finally snapped. Emily quickly freed herself, tears filling her eyes. Overwhelmed with emotion, she gently wrapped her arms around the lion. The lion responded with a soft, low growl. Without wasting time, Emily ran to her ATV and radioed headquarters, reporting the poachers and the kidnapped rhino. Authorities immediately launched a response. Within 2 hours, rangers and police intercepted the suspicious truck near the edge of the reserve. The poachers were arrested, and the rhino was rescued, shaken but alive. Veterinarians confirmed that the animal would recover. Emily and her team returned the rhino to safety, proud of what they had accomplished. The poachers were charged with illegal hunting and wildlife trafficking. As the sun began to set, Emily returned to headquarters to complete her report. Though exhausted, she couldn't stop smiling. That night, in her small house at the edge of the reserve, she played soft music and reflected on the day. Before falling asleep, she quietly thanked fate, for danger, for courage, and for a lion who never forgot her kindness. She knew that tomorrow she would rise again, ready to protect the wild. Dear viewer, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.